will benefit from this simple 5 or 6 point exercise. But please, if you're going to do it, take care and make sure you're safe. Hold on to a chair, hold on to a wall if you're absolutely unsure. But if you can progress without using your arms or any other balance aid, then so much the better. And the exercise is quite simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and down. Down from the side, 1 to the forward, side, back, across, across, lift and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and down. Once you've done that and mastered it, then you can progress into these, which of course are used all the way through your Tai Chi, the balancing. All of the abilities to stand on one leg come from this simple 5-point exercise with the finish here. Have fun, stay safe and enjoy yourselves. Following on from the video that we did last week, the 5-point step for balance exercises, we're going to now look at the 26 exercises necessary for body conditioning and strengthening. Please take it very easy, do not exceed your physical capability, and if you care to copy anything that you're shown here, it is at your own risk. There is no substitute for coming to classes to have proper tuition. And please just don't try and keep up with anything you see here until you are very experienced. The first of these will be the squat, then the side stretches, and then lunges. The back is kept fairly straight. This is not an exercise of how low can I get my head, but how flexible I can make my hips whilst keeping the feet flat on the floor. The next exercise follows on from here into side stretches, where the distance between your feet must be the same as your inside leg length, or more or less, so that the knee passes only through the middle of the toes, never out to the side. And as you go down, the weight is supported, the adductors are stretched here, the quadriceps are taking the load, and the body relaxes. The alignment is still body fairly upright. And the hips are moving side to side without turning. Moving on from there into lunges. Front leg upright, toe slightly turned in, heel raised. Both feet more or less parallel. Gather the energy, dragon breath if you like to call it. Alright. Be very careful. And those are just the first opening exercises. Thanks to James, Trevor, Carl and Dan. In this next video we're going to look at things that are getting progressively more difficult to do. They demand a sense of balance, they demand that you listen to your body, they demand that you have an awareness, a mindfulness of everything that's going on in the body with regard to balance. We're going to be doing long sweeps through, 3 of them, and then we'll go into other exercises, but please take it easy, don't try and bend forward, be very careful how you do them, and if this is the first video that you're watching, go back and watch the other 2 before you start this. You'll notice how the feet have to turn in coordination with the upper body movement, and again the front foot slightly turned in, back heel raised. The turn here and the circle is described here. The next one is a cross and press. Then from here, pressing, pressing, pressing. So many applications. The next one is an extension of the lunges for training the Achilles tendon. The foot is straight, front foot slightly turned in, and very light pressure to extend the Achilles tendon and improve the connection between the tendon and the foot. Only when you are experienced, do this. When you begin, just put the lightest pressure and no more. Experienced, beginner. For hip flexibility, lifting the leg, lifting the leg. Please don't use a chair or a wall unless you absolutely have to. You should be able to do this with your eyes closed. Listen to your feet. They will tell you where your balance is. Don't use visual aids. Don't use physical aids to balance. And please, as you progress, then try it with your eyes closed. It's very difficult, and the exercises get more and more difficult as we go on. Have fun, don't hurt yourselves. This next set of exercises is particularly difficult, and you must take care. If you can only do it one of each, then that's all you do. We're going to be doing several of each, and the alignment is what is most important. But if you do too many, you will get cramp until you get very used to it, so be warned. Don't try and copy these guys at their full stretch. We're going to do single leg lifts to the rear with the knees aligned and the hip centered, body upright. That's the first one, each side. It's important that the knees are not allowed to do this, but you take them back for a count of 3. From there, then the raise comes here and the body extends, and you can do your single leg lifts. Importantly, get your balance. This is what I said in the last video. Don't use a visual aid for your balance. You must be able to do this with your eyes closed. You're strengthening the bicep femoris, your balance exercises, everything is here. When we do the side leg lifts, the body remains fairly upright, and we are exercising the iliotibial tract down the side of the leg. Toes forward. Not here, and certainly not here. Everything is held, count of 3. Maybe not quite so difficult as the last video that we did in this series, but we're just going to loosen up the hip with forward swings, back swings, just standing, getting the legs nice and loose. Turning the hip just a little. Just to get our balance. Now the hip rotation is that we think in terms of the hip revolving in a flat circle in this direction, and then back again in the other. So the hips joints are working in this way with the top of the leg. And as we turn, the hip rotates this way. So you engage the stomach muscles to raise the pubic bone and then release as we go round. What is very wrong is to do that. That is completely no-no. It's about flexibility, and just tuck the tail just a fraction as you lift the pubic bone. In this next exercise, feet parallel, knees right through the big toe, so you lock into the triangle. If you look at the Cheeto symbol, you'll see this triangle, this cone of energy. emanating from the heart chakra around here, and everything else then is flexible above it. To achieve that flexibility and achieve the twisting of the spine, there are 5 lumbar vertebrae. Each one will move 15 degrees to give you this turn to the rear, pressing, pressing, pressing. But don't move the hips, they have to stay still. Once that's achieved, then the center turns and the arms are remaining perfectly loose. Just think about where you want the hand to land. The martial application is here. Turning with the center, everything moves. What are we doing next? All right. Take care. Have fun. Thank you. In this video, we're going to start looking at the upper body and how to strengthen shoulders, arms, how to achieve freedom of movement. And the first of the exercises from here is just lift the shoulders, relax the arms, take them right back so the shoulder blades are almost touching, then use the pec muscles to bring them forward and back. There's nothing in the hands and arms at all. This is purely and simply shoulder blade movement. And then forward. Some of you may care to do the arm drop to loosen the side of the neck, but if you get a headache, stop doing it. It's because you're not relaxed. You've often seen this driving of energy. This same sort of thing where the whole of the energy is lifted and drop. From here, this has been the shoulder blades. Now, turn using spiraling, flexing, arms locked together, raised, turn, out. Muscle tendon changing. Switch the muscles on and off. Spiraling. In some cultures you will see this done as the lotus rising from the mire toward the light, opening its leaves, the petal, the jewel at the center. Others will talk about sun worship, moon worship. The exercise is for tendon changing, strengthening and coordination. Then you can do your big circle, small circle. Changing as we go. Folding, silk reeling. Work it into your other exercises. Advance the exercises into these turns using the Tai Chi resting position. Opening, bringing in, thinking in terms of pure energy. Softness of body, coordination. Everything that's in the earlier videos you can use now. The breathing is a natural breath depending on how your body's moving. Breathing's good, I do a lot of it. If you really want to use your breath for expression of Qi, then do so. But the main thing is to learn the coordination and flexibility that comes with all of these exercises. Thank you. The last 4 or 5 of this set of 26 exercises is fairly simple, but please again watch all the other videos, progress through them, as people find a lot of difficulty coming into the later exercises if they've not warmed up thoroughly and are experienced in the movements. The first of these is really spinal extension, as one would in the Badwan Jin, lifting, getting the extension in the body, and then rotation and loosening the spine, unrolling it. So the spine ripples and the head is slightly forward to ease and facilitate the raising of the arms. And then from here, come into a rainbow dance. Not the rainbow dance of Dao Yin, but one where we're leading the energy right the way through the pituitary gland, the pineal gland. The energy is moving here. It's one of the longevity exercises for promoting energy through the pineal. If you can imagine this lovely rainbow, a full rainbow, and you're moving the body within it. As an exercise, you can see how it's bringing in a great deal of the earlier exercises, but now purely directing energy. And the last one here is crane rising. This is for controlling your adrenaline level. The crane is feeding by the side of the water. Its shoulders and wings shield the water. It's startled, it rises, it flies to freedom. And as it settles again, learn how to keep your adrenaline under control. The startle, the freeing yourself. Feel the energy under your hands, lifting the spirit, lifting the mind, lifting the body. When done properly, this is one of the most beautiful exercises and most full of energy. But feel, pay attention to the flight feathers at the end, to the weight of the body moving, the extension. And then close down, peace. Find center. There should be no movement to keep your balance. The only breath and the heartbeat. Otherwise, perfectly still. And then finish in the usual way with your patting down, all that you're customary used to doing. Okay? The next video will be on martial applications. Thank you.